Hey. Yes, ma'am, I'm back. But this is just going to be a general reading. This is not going to be the tarot scopes because that's what I want to do. And I do have a message. So, remember that time is fluid. So, whenever you see this message, is when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. So, please only take what resonates and leave the rest. The message was, don't be afraid of your shadow. Now, don't be afraid of your shadow, right? You know how when you walk out and the sun's shining and you see your shadow, what you do? What you gonna do? You're gonna run from it, right? Your shadow has been a place where a lot of people hide. They hide behind aggression. They hide behind bullying. They hide behind yelling, getting loud. It's a defense mechanism. Some people get quiet. Some people don't say nothing, right? That's the shadow. Right? The low vibrational side, the side that tells you that you're not good enough, right? The side that tells you have to steal in order to have what you want, right? That you have to have an image, right? That you have to be a certain way, right? Spirit said, don't be afraid of your shadow. And the second piece of this is, if you are someone that is aware of your shadow and you've done some shadow work, right? You become someone that can teach others how to see their shadow, right? So, and the other message was, people may say that you're not righteous if you work out of your shadow. Now, if you work out of your shadow in a positive way, where you help uplift others and you teach others how to recognize the shadow, you know, what do you mean that's not righteous? You know, and that's giving me godly. You know what I'm saying? That gives me, like, people judge your beliefs, right? I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ, my Savior. I am who He says I am, right? And because I work out of my shadow, and that's what I do for work, right? That's what I do. That's my purpose, right? Is to help others recognize their shadow. And this is how I do it. I do it through tarot, right? Because the images that match the energy is better reflective. People understand it better. You know, they start to recognize it in themselves. Right? And when we can recognize our shadow, we learn how to integrate our shadow. Yes, it's there, and it's always going to be there. It's not going, because it's a part of who we are. If we didn't have a shadow, then we're not alive. You know, fair to say? What's going on here? Sorry, y'all. Anyway, y'all get the gist of it, right? So let's do some work here. Don't be afraid of your shadow, and don't let nobody tell you that because you can identify it and how you show others about the shadow is something that's against God. No, it's not. God gave us wisdom. All right? If you're someone that you utilize it like I do, I mean, the tarot and divinity, I mean, you know, it's your intent, right? It's your intent is not to keep people stuck in the shadow. No, it's about recognizing the shadow when you see it and then acting fucking accordingly. Don't let your shadow be the battery that you're running off of, right? Your shadow will get you in fucking trouble. Your shadow is a mean motherfucker. You hear me? Your shadow is a reactive energy. Your shadow, especially for some people that are quiet and stuff, you have that burst. You be like, oh my God, they don't even look like somebody that would do some shit like that. That's a shadow. The shadow knows all about the darkness. But the light does as well. Look, you can't have one without the other. You got to understand that. It's how you carry yourself, right? It's your intention, what's in your heart. Is it an intent to harm, right? Look at this shit. And some people do shit like that, right? They think that they can call on an idol, that they can call on an entity, a spirit. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? To try to manipulate others' energy. That's a foul. That's a strike. Okay, Spirit said that's a strike. So I don't know what that's for. But yes, but don't be afraid of your shadow, right? And don't let people tell you because you know about it that you're some kind of demonic. No, you're not. Well, you know, I'm talking to who I'm talking to, all right? That those that can hear. Because everybody can't hear me. Because when you're in the shadow, it's dark. You can't see the light. But when you come out of this shadow, you can see the light, and you can look back, and you can look down, and you see your shadow. Right? It's there. You know? But choose to walk in the light. Alright? What's going on here? What's the message from my collective? You're a sweetheart. You are. 62 could be significant. You could be somebody that's very kind and very generous. But it don't mean you don't know about the shadow. You know, everybody didn't get to where we are, you know what I'm saying, by not going through trials and tribulations. You know what I mean? But when you don't let the trials and tribulations change your heart, right? When you walk and you carry the spirit of God, right? Because the spirit of God is love. When you walk in love, that negates all that other shit. It doesn't say it never happened, but that's not prominent in your life. That's not going to control your life. That shit is not going to be on your fucking forehead. You hear me? What's going on here, spirit? And there's something too about people accepting you for who you are, right? Don't tone down. Don't change who you are. If you're walking in love, don't change who you are to fit in. People are gonna judge you because they're afraid. All right. When you're afraid of something, you judge it. People will judge you. They'll call you names. They'll say you this. They'll say you that, and that's because they don't want to look at their shadow. But guess what? Guess where that bullshit comes from? It comes from the shadow. When you're judging another person, that comes from your shadow. When you're saying, you know, you're gossiping and you're spreading rumors and your character assassinating a person, that comes from the shadow. Just so you know. 5 of Wands, listen, you ain't in no competition with nobody but yourself. Absolutely. Spirit said, forget the naysayers. And some folks could be mad because you can see their shadow. Look, white magic, you protected. Pretentious and passion. We got passion here. And then we got pretentious, superficial, or braggart. Somebody could have been trying to send you some kind of energy, a lustful spirit. But you're protected. You're protected. Your prayers, your faith is what protects you. You hear me? Yeah, some pretentious person, somebody could possibly be caught saying that you're superficial, that you're a braggart. You know, somebody's definitely jealous of you. Or this person could be superficial, or someone that likes to brag about what they have, like, you know, their husband. That's what I'm hearing. Is like somebody thinks that because they have a husband and maybe you don't, that they're better than you. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I'm getting. Oh shit, look at it. Look at her hand. Look at her hand. Look at her hand showing her ring. This is the braggart. You see me? Come on, Spirit. Yeah, somebody feels that way. What we got here? Ace of Wands. Yes, sir. Yes. What's going on here, Spirit? So somebody could be, be sending you some kind of energy of lust. Or this could be a lustful person. Take it how it resonates. This could be a very lustful person. I don't know. But you're protected. Yeah, this is somebody that's competing with you, Collective says. Yes. Somebody that's competing with you. Look, the world. This just closed. This cycle's over. I told you you're not competing with nobody. Nope. No, listen, law and order. Listen. The law. Spiritual law. How you carry yourself. How you show up in this world. We all were born into sin. That was our destiny until God sent Jesus to allow us to come up out of that so that would not be our destiny. He did not say that we didn't learn anything from the trials and tribulations that we had to go through. Of course we did. But it's still how you show up. Yup, you fucked up. But how you show up. Did you make amends? Did you change your behaviors? Did you change your ways? Did you strengthen your relationship with the Most High? Yeah, you did. That's why whatever somebody been trying to send at you, Whatever gossip they're trying to send at you, whatever energy they're trying to send at you to disrupt your life is protected, and this cycle is closed. Finished. Listen. Somebody's been doing some mess they ain't got no business doing, baby. They have been breaking spiritual laws. Somebody's guilty. Since we started the message off about shadow, somebody may have thought that you were participated. Somebody could have thought that you was participating. What is this about, Spirit? Thank you. Abandonment. Okay. You walking away from something else. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Rich girl. Yeah, you're turning your back on something. You close this cycle out. You close a cycle with someone. You have stability in your life. You are protected. You're not competing with anyone. You walked away from anything, any situation. You may have even walked away from a low vibrational past. For sure. You know what I mean? Where you maybe, you like to fight. That's what I'm hearing. Like you constantly found yourself, bucking. It's what I'm hearing, right? You're a very sweet person, but you could have been in an energy of aggression and fighting and always defensive, and you know what I'm saying? Just that rah-rah energy, right? You change your mind, you change your ways. That's what you've done. You recognize your shadow. You recognize what your shadow was feeding off of. Yeah, you put that wand down and you started praying. Yes, asking God for clearing and purging of that energy, right? Helping you to get a handle on your emotions, right? And showing you what it is what triggers you. Not to be afraid of. When I talk about triggers, I'm talking about those points where people say something and that shit hurt us real deep. It's because there's something that happened in the past that hurt us real deep like that. And that reminded us, that wound, right? It's the fucking wound. I feel like you faced your wound. You looked at it. You understand that that's all it is a wound. It's not still happening. You can let that heal now. You don't have to keep saying ow every time somebody bump it. What we got here? Protection, baby. You are protected. Your stability is protected. Your money is protected. Whatever you endure, whatever you branch out and do is protected. What we got here? Look at this. Somebody was victim, sorrow, grief, and sadness. You're nobody's victim. You're nobody's victim. Maybe you could have been in a lot of sorrow and sadness. Alright? Or maybe somebody wanted you to feel like that. Or maybe somebody was playing victim. I don't know. This could be a boss. What we got here? Real love. That's in the reverse. You could have been hurt by love. Maybe you could have been going through a lot of grief and sadness over. Ooh, child. Let me find out, right? You could have broken up with someone that could really have affected you in a very hard way, you know what I mean? But let me tell you, whoever this person is that was sending you, this could be somebody that's dealing with someone you was in a relationship with. They brag and they think that they look, I got the ring, I got the person. Somebody could be bragging about having someone in your life, or somebody that used to be in yours. They could be bragging that they have them. Somebody could have even been doing sex magic on somebody to lure someone away. Take it how it resonates. Somebody wanted you to be in grief and sadness over this. Remember the competition? The Five of Wands is in the reverse. Right, you let it go. You close a cycle with the world and abandonment. Nigga, listen. You said, I'm good. I'm good. I ain't finna fight for this person. I ain't finna fight over this person. Right? People gonna go and do and be wherever they want to be. Right? You learned that shit. That's that shadow. That shadow would have had you in competition with another woman about somebody that couldn't even make up their fucking mind who they wanted. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, you all weren't even the fucking only ones. While y'all out here fighting, they over there doing something else. Stop playing. Somebody was trying to beat you to the fucking punch. Look, you're a role model. Somebody could be wanting to be seen as a role. Look, the devil in disguise. Come on, spirit. You let this shit go. You disconnected yourself from this situation. You hear me? And whoever this is that feel like that they won up you, they won something, that they're better than you. Listen. You recognize the shadow. Baby, you healed. You hear me? Do you hear me? You are protected, love. Right. Ain't no going back. You ain't trying to sever no ties. I mean, you ain't trying to reconnect with anybody. You cut ties with whatever the situation is. Ain't no fucking coming back. Ain't no coming back. Listen, you got a love offer coming towards you. Because you you ended this cycle. Alright? You could have initially, you know what I'm saying, you was in that energy where you felt like you had to compete. You don't feel that way anymore. But there's somebody around you that's been competing with you. The fool in the reverse. Stop playing. You ain't no fool. What's this? You're an earth angel, baby. Ooh, come on, spirit. You're an earth angel. You left. You said I'm not doing. Listen, you ain't doing this. That 5 of Wands in the reverse, that showed me that straight out the gate. Whatever it was, baby, you are not in competition with no one except yourself. To be a better version of yourself. You hear me? So, and that's the fucking truth. And you stand on that. And if you're very spiritual, how I think you are, if you're very spiritual because you see things from a higher perspective, you pick and choose your battles. You know, whatever rejection or whatever has loosed itself from you was supposed to be loosed from you. Right? That's why you were able to overcome this bullshit, this competition that somebody thought you was in, and how they was trying to sabotage you. Shit, this could be a fucking friend. Somebody could have even sabotaged your relationship. Okay? Because they was jealous of what you had. And now, you know, they wanted what you had. They went out and tried to get what you had, and so they could brag about it. So they could brag about it to you. Alright? Take that how it resonates. So if you have a friend or a family member that, you know, has suddenly acquired the things that you have recently lost, man, listen. They did that shit. Listen. They did it. They was jealous. What's behind that, spirit? Access. Listen. Somebody you allow access into your life. This person was low vibrational. They caused you a lot of emotional pain. This could even be somebody where you find yourself saying, I can't believe it. Look, help please. I can't believe this person would do this shit to me. Right? When you find out that this person was in competition with you the whole fucking time. Look, innocence. Yeah, this is somebody that caught you vulnerable. Yep. Starseed in the reverse. Look at this. The collective in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse. Ooh-wee, somebody did not give you your props. You hear me? Somebody tried to, they really wanted you to step off of your platform. Now, whether that is a platform where you, like online or something, or where you sit. All right? The perspective of where you sit in life, your status. Right? Somebody wanted to take that shit from you. You could be a starseed. You are the collective, right? You're very good at what you do. You're a queen, a king, right? And whatever you do, somebody, listen. King of Swords in the reverse. Somebody lied. You ain't spiritual. You don't believe in God. What did I say? Your shadow, right? Didn't I say somebody was judging you on your shadow work? What you do for shadow work? That's what I said. That's why they thought that they could attack you. That's why they thought they could attack you, because they were being told that you were in low vibration, south node, and they thought they could get access to you. Access is being fucking denied, baby. Access denied. Ooh-wee. This could have been somebody that you allowed to have access to you, Spirit said, that was low vibrational. Look, a Gemini. Come on, Spirit. Look, somebody that didn't really love you. You gave your cup to somebody that wasn't in love with you. Yes, you allowed some little... Listen, they scared. Look at this shit. Somebody's scared. Somebody's worried. Something about time. They know something. What goes around comes. Somebody knows at any time. Right? They concerned. Something ain't going the way they fucking expected. You hear me? What's going on here, Spirit? Yeah, they realizing that you're an earth angel. You ain't nobody's fucking fool. And you walked away and closed this cycle out. Yes, you did. Look, the Emperor in the fucking reverse. Look, somebody you shared a house with, right? They feel fucking exposed. Thank you, Spirit. They didn't want to be exposed. Look, 4 of Cups. Man, listen. Somebody's being exposed for being somebody that was a fucking tyrant. Alright? They were a tyrant. They were very controlling. They were mean-spirited. Nasty energy, nasty mouth. A very, I'm better than. King energy. And not in a good way. Ooh, wait. I'm taking all of these. And not in a good way. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, whatever they was, that illusion that they was trying to create, that shit is no more. Because the sun is here, nigga. They've been trying to keep something hidden. Yeah, you exposed this person for exactly who the fuck they were. Yes, sir. They didn't want you to achieve anything. Thank you, Spirit. The sun again. This person, yeah, they thought they was going to win. They thought they won. They thought they won. They did. But they're being exposed. I don't know why I heard somebody thought you wouldn't expose them. Why they think that, Spirit? Somebody thought that they had so much power over you that, especially in this home. This is something about a home. Look, chakras. They had your chakras. Oh, this is somebody that said people wouldn't fucking believe you. They didn't think people would believe you. That's why they was trying to keep you in this emotional pain, to keep you off balance. Innocence. Listen. Somebody tried to alright, so when I say you were a sweetheart, you're a very sweet person. You're not, a bitter person. You ain't somebody out here trying to hurt people. You ain't lying, cheating, and stealing, okay? You're really trying to play shit by the fucking book, right? With this relationship, if this was a relationship, right? Like that. Look, expectation. There go another motherfucker waiting. Look at that shit. Somebody's waiting for something. We're gonna find out. Somebody wanted to keep you in balance, and this was in a household. Somebody was a fucking bully. And somebody definitely was creating illusions around something that you have achieved. Somebody didn't want you to be seen as somebody that was righteous. And what is righteous? Righteous is not, you don't mess up. You make mistakes. You don't make mistakes, right? No, righteous is your intention, your heart. Alright, we're all bound to make a mistake or rub somebody the wrong way because of our truth, right? How we speak. Or maybe something might trigger somebody, right? But you're not malice, okay? You're not malice, and you recognize somebody's also upset because you're exposing them, their shadow side. Whatever, yeah, that bear revealing, yes, you're exposing somebody's shadow side as well. And this is somebody that feels like if you can see it, other people can. Now other people can because you open your big fat mouth and you're telling secrets. You're breaking the code. That's what I'm hearing. Listen. Somebody refused. Listen, awaken. Yeah. They didn't want that shit. Don't wake people up. Don't tell people about, how I show up in these fucking relationships. You know what I'm saying? They know how you show up in a relationship with that person, whoever this is you out here done got yourself connected to. What's going on here, Spirit? Somebody trying to get some kind of access to you, collective. I'm going to tell you that. Look, 7 of Pentacles. Somebody sees your investment. Somebody sees you growing. Whatever sees you planted, they're starting to come to fruition. People can see your fruit now. Oh, come on, Spirit. And somebody wants to get access to you and access to your fruit. Look, nigga. What'd I just say? Somebody's trying to get access to you. So our Pisces in the fucking reverse. Listen, me, so you can see beyond the veil, baby. What did I say about your shadow? What did I say about your shadow? Yeah, it's high priestess energy for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Look, that candle magic, listen, they nervous, they scared, they waiting for something to happen. Somebody's been working against your love life, your money, and a whole bunch of shit. We seen that shit in the beginning. See that? That candle in the back, and there go one right there too. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on here? You see beyond the veil. Yes, you do, baby. You see this person, and they don't like that shit. And they've been waiting for something to happen. They've been trying to work on you. They've been trying to block you, get some kind of access towards you, Spirit. Look, 4 cups. That's right. You better look at these motherfuckers sideways. You better look at it sideways. You listen. You see that shit. They ain't changed at all. Nah, this motherfucker ain't changed what you have. They see you different. For sure. Damn, don't be afraid of your shadow, baby. Your shadow can help you listen. The shadow will help you see the fucking manipulation. Thank you, Spirit. You see it. You see it. Thank you, Spirit. Contract. Listen, nil and void is over. This contract is over. Matter of fact, this contract is nil and void because it ain't even signed. Somebody tried to put you in some kind of fucking contract. You hear me? Some kind of commitment, agreement. Yeah. You can see what somebody may be coming towards you to try to connect themselves, towards you, to connect themselves to you because of the 7 of Pentacles you got going on. They need fucking help. Yeah. And look, twin flame in the reverse. Yeah, they need help. And with the karmic feminine, they out here doing fucking love spells. Boom. Trying to draw you in because they see your fruit, nigga. Look, we got a Scorpio in the reverse. Because they see your fruit. 5 of Cups. Listen, something you let go, you cut off. Scorpio is the death card. Endings and resurrections. Cutting shit off. All that pain, you cut all that shit loose. Now you going for these 2 cups you got left. Somebody wants to be a part of that. No, sir. No, sir. They will not be. You know whoever it is. Yeah, you can see the manipulation. And it's a third party. There's a person in the background. Take it how it resonates. Somebody waiting in the sidelines so they can get some drippings off the gravy and shit. You hear me? You hear me? Relationship. Victory. No victory. Look at this shit, nigga. Fraud. They coming in to steal. To gaslight you, to love bomb you, to make you think they the fucking one. They ain't. This motherfucker already done stole some shit from you. Them and that karmic femme. They didn't get no victory. They won't. Access fucking denied. Access denied. Job, business, faith. They a liar. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in God. And somebody thinks that because you do whatever you do, that you don't believe in God. Fuck around and find out. Somebody think that because you do tarot work or divination, that you don't believe in God, that you are of the devil, of the darkness. That's what they think. Look, we got a mature woman and a Taurus in the reverse. Somebody believes that you don't. Look, you empower. You empower yourself. You empower others. To get a handle and get a hold onto their shadow. To respect their shadow. Your shadow is a part of you. But it ain't got to fucking control you. You ain't got to live there. Somebody think you in your shadow. Yes, you are. You work from your shadow. You understand your shadow. You greet your shadow. You have looked at your shadow eye to eye. You're not afraid of it. And you're helping others to empower themselves. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Taurus in the reverse. A mature woman. Game over. I'm done. Game over. Look at this shit. Somebody gonna get hurt. And they ain't gonna be avoidable. Because they won't leave you the fuck alone. That's what's finna happen. Alright? That's your message. Let's get one of these spiritual AFs. All because they judged you. What we got here, Spirit? Love like people aren't total assholes. Right. Because you decided that you did not close your heart off because of people were acting like assholes. You continue to love. You are, what's she at? You're the sweetheart. There you go. You didn't allow, the pain and the regret to turn you into somebody bitter. You faced that shit. What we got here? Of course you've been hurt. Come on, Spirit. Confirmation. Of course you've been hurt. People can be stupid, selfish, destructive fucknuts. But choosing to live life with your dukes up, waiting for the asshole and everyone to come out and insulates you from the brilliance in people. Right? You didn't stop loving. You just closed off your energy to those that weren't respecting you. You'll be a force to be reckoned with if you love people with the tenderness and ferocity of someone who's digging for the gold in everyone. Man, you see the best in everybody. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep waking folks up. Keep addressing the shadow. Yeah, that's your job, but stay in the light. You already know that because you've experienced your own shadow, so you understand, right? And you respect it. You respect it in others as well. You know they got some gold in them if they would just face the shadow, right? All right, y'all. That's your message. I'll see y'all. Deuces. Y'all stay up.